So hello everyone, this is the day 54th of my journey to improve my communication skills, and today I spend most of the time in the library because in the upcoming week I have a assignment exams, so I need to prepare for that, and also I need to continue my journey of becoming self-confident as well as to improve my communication skill as well as programming skills. So basically what I studied today I am going to explain. So in library, uh, from the morning till the afternoon, I studied only for the SAMN exams. Which today I studied for the cloud computing. So in cloud computing, basically I studied two modules, first one and the fourth one. So both are mainly all the modules are important for the exam purpose, but fourth and one have the similar kind of the questions and easy to learn. So that's why I first try to finish both modules. In fourth modules, only one question is there, and all the questions are going as uh, all the questions are similar with the one question only, like Aneka. Only one topic, all the questions surrounded by that topic. In the first modules, that is basic of the cloud computing. What is the cloud computing? What is the cloud reference models? What is AaaS, PaaS, and SaaS? Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service, platform as a software as a service. So they use in the real life. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages of the cloud computing? What are the negative impacts? What is the scope of cloud computing? And these are the questions which are related to the first module. And both cloud computing is basically easy subject and is theory based more. You have to learn a lot. You have to mug up the things so that you will be able to write each and every each and every line and each and every point correctly. So that's all about cloud computing. After that, I studied TSA problems, in which I studied about the rotation of the left array with k distances with the not better approach, brute force, as well as optimal approach. So in brute force, basically we put the elements in a temporary array. The time complexity is basically best in the brute force, but to improve the space complexity, we are not using any additional temp array. We just reverse the elements from the wherever is whatever the d is given, we reverse the elements. We take it as a partition and reverse the element both sides. After reversing that, we again reverse the whole array, and we will get the elements after left rotation from the d places. So this is all about which I studied in TSA. And time complexity is increases in the optimal approach. It's a peak of 2n, and space complexity decreases, which is a constant space, that is array space peak of n. So that's all which I studied in data structure and algorithms, and I need to practice more for the problems so that I will become confident while solving any kind of problems. So that's why I will try to solve and try to analyze the problem on the lead code, which is directly related to the company or placement type questions. And after that, I studied for the another subject, which is OOPS, for placement. So OOPS is basically object-oriented programming language, in which there are certain parameters through which we can we can write a structured, we can write a code in a structured manner. So OOPS is mainly deal with Java, because Java is mainly constructed with the OOPS. Every class and object we define in the Java. Any kind of the code which we are writing in Java, we define classes and objects. So it's mainly compatible with Java, and we can also use it with C++ as well as Python also, and many languages, Kotlin, and many more. So basically, what is OOPS? OOPS consists of the classes, objects, and the four major properties of the OOPS, which is uh, abstraction, inheritance, encapsulation, and polymorphism. What the class is? Class is basically a blueprint of the object through which we can create multiple objects, and the object is an instance of a class through which we can define an entity in a program. So four major properties of the OOPS are: first one is abstraction. So abstraction is basically to hide the main implementation from the user and to show the essential feature only. Just like if we use an ATM machine, we don't know how the process is happening inside. We just get to know how to withdraw the money, and we can check our balance, we can withdraw the money, and we can these are the facilities that are we can access. So these are basically the abstraction layer which we use in a ATM bank. I'm just taking an example of ATM bank. So another important part for the OOPS is in encapsulation. So encapsulation is basically we can understand the word from the we can understand the meaning from the word itself, which is encapsulation. So capsule is basically box, which is a combination of two things. So it is also a combination of data and method. So we combine the data and method so that uh, we can we can store or we can restrict the unauthorized access to the data. This is basically the encapsulation. And then another property is inheritance. So inheritance basically means to extract to get qualities from the parents. So it's similar in the C plus in C, not in C plus plus, in OOPS. Inheritance means the one class inherited the quality of another class. That's basically inheritance. And another important property of uh, OOPS is polymorphism. So poly means many, formalism forms. So the one function have a multiple features that is known as a polymorphism. So like add function as can add the number integers, can add the decimals, can add the string as well as. So basically one function can perform the multiple tasks that is known as the polymorphism. And polymorphism is two types: runtime polymorphism, compile time polymorphism, in which we can see that method overloading and method overriding. Method overloading is basically like understand this is a suppose if there is a you have a toy and you can like not toy you can take an example of a remote with one button you can stop the video, and with the same button you can on the video. So with the same button you can perform the multiple tasks, that is known as over methoding. One method perform the multiple tasks, that is known as method overloading. And another one is method overriding. So method overriding basically is with the change of characteristics of the change in the characteristics of the child, the parents characteristics automatic changes. Like if parents said that I wanted to walk slowly, but the child said I wanted to run fast. So if child run fast, the parents automatically change its property. Like child get the properties from the parent, and it automates or it improvises the properties of the parent. That is basically known as method overriding. So yeah, that's all which I studied today. And more importantly, remain consistent. And if you are doing and solving or any kind of stuff which you are doing in your life, do give your 100% in that field and analyze yourself what mistakes you are doing. Are you really improving, or you are just sitting or just wasting your time? Because if you are not, if you just mug up the things, if you're not understanding the concepts, then it's of no use. You will face further, you will face problems in your further upcoming days or life. So yeah, whatever you're doing, give you 100%, understand the concepts, analyze the problems, try to solve it in your own way. And more importantly, if you have a if you don't have a good problem solving skills, then practice it regularly again and again and again, so that your mind wired accordingly, your mind will start thinking accordingly. That can happen only with the constant practice, because in one day you will never learn anything. And starting, many people will laugh on you, they will make fun on you, let them to make fun. You can just remain silent, just working on yourself, and let your actions speak louder than your words. No need to say anything to anybody. Just work on yourself, and once you achieve something in your life, then everyone's mouth will get shut. So yeah, that's all which I wanted to share today. And if you are continuously doing something, do consistently, and you will definitely see the progress. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay happy, and be consistent. Bye bye.